Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Lewis of Visibility Vixen. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about why you are spending way too much time in your business and how to condense that work time into 10 hours a week or less. My name is Michelle Lewis, and I'm a visibility expert who teaches launching lady entrepreneurs how to set up their systems, brand themselves like a badass, and absolutely rock their videos and live streams so they can skyrocket their visibility, monetize their success, and step into the incredible mission they were born to live. Welcome to Visibility Vixen. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I tend to put way too much pressure on myself in my business. I have like 25 tabs open at once. I wake up and I already feel stressed because I'm like, okay, did I send out my newsletter? I have to record my podcast. Have I done a video lately? Oh, my social media. Oh, Facebook engagement. Oh, my mastermind group, my courses. Oh my God. It can feel so overwhelming. And the biggest thing that I've learned about myself in the past couple months with doing this research and figuring out what's the science behind multitasking, is it good for us, is it not, is how much the brain hates multitasking. I'm going to use my phone for this just because I copied this article into my Asana to share with you guys. But what's interesting is there is this scientist, and her name is Zen Wang, and she mentioned in a recent study on multitasking that if we study with our books open, watch TV, and are texting our friends at the same time, that we actually get a level of emotional satisfaction from that. So it's not that that the brain likes it at all. It's that we in our feelings are like, ooh, look at me, I'm doing all this stuff, and we get some kind of weird thrill from it. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but if I'm watching a TV show, it's almost like I have to pick up my phone and check my Facebook or check my Instagram. So it's a similar thing. I heard another study where people are checking their phone like 770 something times a day. Oh my gosh, even with us running our online businesses, why on earth are we checking our phones so much, right? Okay, so the thing is, what's going on in our brains when we multitask is that instead of us feeling like we're getting more done, which is how we feel when we multitask, the brain actually panics and it splits its focus. So it's not as creative at all. It can't accomplish as much in that period of time. It's something that researchers have called spotlights, which means that your brain is frantically trying to switch between tasks, from eating to writing emails and answering chat questions or whatever. And so all these different parts of the brain are lighting up, and it's very confusing to the neurons and the neural pathways because they're like, wait, what are we doing? Wait, So it's actually much more efficient to batch our tasks. So the first thing that I want you to think about is how many goal hours a week would you like to work in your business? Is it 2 hours a day? Is it 4 hours a day? Are you like, I only want to work 10 hours a week? I want you, before looking at any of your tasks, to think about what would that dream be? You thinking about it? For me, I think working 3 to 4 hours a day in my business feels really good to me. Being able to wake up and start work at 9 and be done by lunchtime so that then I can go and have creative space or time with my family or friends sounds amazing. So that's the goal that I'm working towards. And I would love to know your goals. Pop them down in the comments and let me know, what are your goal number of hours that you would like to work each day in your online business? Okay. Now I want you to think, step 3, start thinking about how are you going to start theming your days? What if, instead of us waking up and looking at our calendar and, okay, I have to take this meeting now and I have to schedule this social media, I have to write this newsletter and I have to do this and this accounting, blah, 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 blah. What if instead of that, which is switching our brain patterns, what if instead we start theming the contents of our days? Where, for example, this is how I've broken mine down. Maybe Monday is content creation day. That's when I'm writing my blog or writing my newsletter, maybe recording a video or editing my podcast. That is content creation day. Tuesday, which I know it probably is whatever day for you, but today, this is Tuesday, so that's why I did my live stream today and why I'm recording this video today. It's all batched into one. So I did a live stream on a similar topic, then I had my camera set up, I sat down here, and I am sharing with you those same tips, but done in a little bit more of a fancy editing way because I treat my YouTube subscribers special. Wednesday is client day. That's when I'm taking calls. That's when I'm setting up new things. That's where I'm maybe going like next week to meet with my friend Jasmine to sit down to record a podcast episode on video. That's all on Wednesday. Thursday is social media day. So that's when I'm creating my graphics, where I'm scheduling my content in advance, where I may be working in my Pinterest account, whatever it may be socially. That's on Thursday. And Friday is housekeeping day, where I'm doing my accounting and my profit loss statements and looking at how's my Asana looking, are my G Suite files organized. That's how I've decided to start theming my day so that I can get more tasks done. That leads us to our final step, which is a project management software. You've probably heard about Asana a lot. It's something that I use as well. It's free, and it's very easy to break down these daily themes and start putting your tasks under each day like we talked about. So for example, if you're putting in Friday as a recurring project, then you'd put in accounting, looking at Asana and organizing your tasks, and then organizing your files in G Suite. You would actually set those up as tasks, and you could set them to recur every week. My goal is to be able to wake up in the morning, know that I have approximately 3 hours to work that day, sit down, open up my Asana, see that today is social media day, and know that today I want to focus on Instagram images and get all those set up and organized, and then know that I'm done, because tomorrow is housekeeping day and Monday is content creation day, to free up my mental space and to also make my brain happier by focusing on similar tasks for a couple hours each day, knowing that I'm actually going to get more done in less time. Before you go, I wanted to chat with you a little bit because I did this in my group and there was a lot of reaction to this. So I specifically want to chat about being a female and being a female online business owner. We tend to be male dominant, which means we are high expectation based. A great example that I like to use is when I was in 4th grade. I can't remember the teacher's name. I'll have to put it in the comments below or something, I can't remember. But he had a handwriting competition. So all the students every day would do their very best handwriting and hand this in to him. And then every week a person would get a special certification that they were like most improved or had the best handwriting of the week. So every day I came home, I was like going crazy, making it the most beautiful handwriting you've ever seen. And I never got recognized, ever. It drove me crazy. I'd come home and be like, Mom, I worked so hard, blah, blah, blah. I complained about it so much. She came to school and sat down with the teacher and said, I don't understand. I've looked at her handwriting. It's really nice. Like, why haven't you recognized her at all this year? And he looked at her mystified and was like, her handwriting's always been great. So she isn't gonna get the most improved certificate. So I've been working so hard this entire time, not realizing that I actually had the best handwriting in the class. I'm telling you that story because I think that a lot of us can put a similar expectation on ourselves, where we're looking at other online business owners because yeah, we want to be inspired, but we're also comparing ourselves. Each time you get a newsletter in your inbox, you see someone's Insta story and they have 10, 15,000 followers, so they're able to put in that link so you can just swipe up, where some of us are still stuck using Linktree. Where we're looking at other people that are launching, or their Facebook ads, or their recent 100K launch or whatever, and it makes us feel like crap, right? So those of us that tend to be in that high expectation place, which ladies, it usually manifests for us as right shoulder pain, stomach aches, headaches, jaw pain, irritable bowel. Those of us that are in high expectation are in something called beta state. I want to chat a little bit about beta state because it is more of that survival fight or flight mechanism, which you've probably heard about. It's a lower frequency state. And if you're in a place where you're waking up feeling stressed, where you're stressed at your desk every day, you really don't have a lot of creativity going on. There's more of that panic mode. The tasks make you feel overwhelmed. You find yourself running away from your computer, or just physically hurting where you're in breakdown and you can't be in front of your computer. Chances are you're in beta state. What I want to encourage you to do with these steps for project management and delegating your tasks is to try to start getting yourself into more of an alpha state. And I want to help you get to that place. So here's the girl, which I've been, that is coming into work for the first time that Monday morning. waking up, grabbing my phone, checking my phone, looking at Facebook, so-and-so has launched a new course, so-and-so's Facebook ad's doing really well. I can't afford that type of mastermind membership because that's $297 a month, even though I really admire Dan Henry. And so I'm gonna get up and I'm checking my newsletter and oh man, Mel's launching her You to You again and I can't quite afford that either. And so now I'm gonna look and I need to send my newsletter, but then I also need to check my funnel here. And what about my social media posts for Instagram? What am I gonna do that day? And do you see that? Do you feel the energy behind that? That is low frequency beta state at its best. So let's change that. Instead, you wake up and you go, I'll do it myself. I'm waking up and this was my day yesterday, Monday morning. Okay, before I look at anything, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. I'm gonna read my devotional. I'm gonna read my inspirational book, which right now is Think and Grow Rich. I'm gonna start getting into that state. I'm gonna do a 5-minute meditation because that is a great way to put yourself into alpha state, by the way. Then I'm gonna break down my day. What am I doing on Monday? I'm doing content creation today. So, well, I really wanna batch my lessons for the Visibility Mastermind for the rest of the month so I can be more creative for their content in December. So I'm gonna get those lessons done today. Fantastic. I got 4 lessons done all in one day. Everything's uploaded where it needs to be in my ClickFunnels. The email's going to be sent out with ConvertKit. It's all checked off in Asana because I had it all broken out. So I'm going to go and make dinner. I still got just as much done, but the way that I approached my business was so different, right? So I want to encourage you, start doing practices in your daily life, walking outside, getting your bare feet in the ground, starting to eat more high frequency foods, working with essential oils. My recommendation is Floricopia. They're the purest in the world. Doing a little bit of meditation, coming into your business with more of that CEO-minded business owner. The reason why I'm talking to you about alpha and beta state is because a huge change has happened in our world over the last 10 years that a lot of us still don't know about. When we were growing up, I don't know if you remember in class studying about the Newtonian model, which is cause and effect. So that's what a lot of us feel when we get up and we're like, okay, I need to put in this amount of work to make this amount of sales to make this amount of revenue, which is still technically true. But there's something that came along called the quantum model. And you can look at this more under Joe Dispenza. But this is a beautiful model, which is that the effect equals the cause. This is why I encourage people to do meditation, specifically Joe Dispenza's. This is where you see a ton of people in the online space talking about manifestation, meditation, thoughts becoming things. It's because this change has happened from the Newtonian model into the quantum model. So I want you to look this up on your own. I always want you to research what I'm talking about for yourself to see if it's a good fit for you. But imagine putting this into effect in your business. This is what that looks like. Sitting back, forget about the project management software, forget about the daily tasks in your business. Why were you put here? Why did God plant you here on this earth at this time? It wasn't a mistake. And you can study this scientifically, the odds of you being here, which are insurmountable. Why were you put here? So I'm going to take for myself. I believe that I was put here to help people break out of their chains and be more visible in their lives. That applies in the health genre since I survived multiple organ failure. I love helping people get healthier. That's through my Life Reboot course and through, having calls with different people. One of my fantastic ladies just had chronic sinusitis, and for the first time since she was 14, she's now in her 40s, is able to taste and smell her food. I love that, right? Then I'm able to go onto Facebook and see one of my students, Heather, who has been live streaming every day for the past 2 months, where before she was so terrified. I've had students that are too terrified to even Skype their husband that are now live streaming and building their businesses online. I love that. That's part of my purpose of being here. So that means that all the tasks in my business are there to facilitate my purpose of being that forward-moving train to help people get more visible in their lives and with their businesses online. Therefore, each of my day's themes are existing to serve that goal of who I am and why I was put here, right? Do you see the energetic shift that happens when all of a sudden your tasks are broken down to serve your purpose? There's almost a fulfillment in that, where every day where you're going to do content creation day or social media day, this serves my bigger goal, and my business serves me and my mission. It is not the other way around. And I think a lot of us can get confused and feel victims to our business and in this pressure cooker, and that's what I want to help you break free of. Because when you have that kind of perspective in your mission, then it's so easy to go, okay, I want to work this many hours a week. I'm going to break down my days into themes. I'm going to break down those themes into tasks. I'm going to upload those into my project management software. Done. But every day waking up with that re-inspiration of who you are and why you were put here. If you know anything about me, you know I am so much more than the surface level. So thank you for diving deep with me today, talking about project management, breaking down your hours into being more manageable to fit your purpose and your schedule. If you have any questions or comments about alpha or beta state, project management softwares, or the quantum model, I would love to hear them. Feel free to comment below. And if you love this video, please like it and subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of the tribe. In the meantime, have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video.